Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to be doing my highlight and contour routine. So this is just going to be a quick highlight and contour routine. I change it up every single time, so I have no version that's really set in stone. But honestly, you can take from what you watch. You can just add more to give you a more dramatic effect, or less to have a more natural effect. And so let's get started, and thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe. Okay, so let's get started. I've already done my eyes, and ignore the wing liner, I'm gonna fix it, but I had to break before I ruined the entire eye look, so I had to just stop what I was doing and do something else. So I always do my eyebrows and my eyes first, and I do my liquid foundation. I am wearing Makeup Forever Matte Velvet mixed with Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I absolutely love the combo. It gives me a porcelain skin finish. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a highlighter. So normally when you highlight and contour, you can use whatever concealer you want. I use the LA Pro Girl Concealer. So these two, and I also use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 30. Either one of those works. Sorry, let me silence my phone. There we go. Okay, so either one of those works. Basically, it's whatever your preference is. I use drugstore concealer right now until I want to feel like buying the high end. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer for this video. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to draw like so. So I kind of just fan it out. And I'm going to do the same thing, making sure you get right up against that nose there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, there's really no particular pattern, you just kind of highlight. So now I'm going to take a beauty blender. You can also use the Real Technique sponge. That sponge is awesome and I love it. It's really soft, and this one's really good too. Beauty blender does kind of soak up products, so beware of that. You want it to be a damp sponge but not soaking, dripping wet. And then you're just going to go in and you're just going to blend it out. And don't worry about the lines, you're going to fix the lines. Some people like to put their contour and highlight all together and then blend it out. That's your preference. I'm kind of messy, so I can't do that because I'll start mixing stuff and then I'll look janky. Okay, so now that we have that blended out, we're going to start with our contour. Now normally with contour, I use two different products. I use the black Opal True Color foundation stick in the color Suede Mocha. This is a pretty warm brown. So hopefully you guys can see that. Also this is by Ruby Kisses. This is the 3D Face Creator, and it's a dark and two dark cool tone contour. I'm going to take a brush like this, and I'm just going to take the darker shade, and I'm going to dab around the perimeter of my face. And for the purposes of this video, I will go ahead and do the black Opal stick foundation too, so you guys can see how that looks. I'll do it on my nose, so you'll see how warm it gets. But as you can see, I just kind of trace my face, and I kind of match it up with my highlight line, and I just extend it like so. Okay. I'm going to take a eyeliner pencil brush, and I'm going to brush the top of this and trace down the perimeters of my nose. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see how warm that is. I love contouring with this thing, but I notice if I use too much, I look kind of red. So I gotta be careful because sometimes I'm pretty heavy-handed, not gonna lie. Now I'm gonna take my brush. I'm not gonna use the Beauty Blender just yet. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush and I'm gonna spray it just a little bit, just to kind of warm it up. And I'm just gonna blend it out. I like to use a brush when it comes to my contour first because, like I said, the Beauty Blender takes product away. So I'll come back in and like I was saying, I'll come back in and I'll smooth the product out. But as far as like when you first brush it, it's good to use a brush if you want more product. And as I'm blending out my contour, I'm pushing on my cheeks, push the product up, because if you push it down, it's gonna give you a lower jawline. If you push it up, it's gonna give you a higher jawline. Contour it a little bit more with the Black Opal Stick Foundation, just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and this stuff is awesome. I like it better than Ben Nye just because it's ground finer and the color looks a lot better on deeper skin tones. But don't get me wrong, you can use this on fair skin tone too. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my under eye and press that into the skin using a cosmetic beauty wedge. Take a fluffy brush and just dust that off. The longer you leave it on, the more highlighted effect you'll get. But don't worry about the lines, it's all going to blend out, trust me. I'm going to set my contour with the Sleek Contour Kit, and I got this off Amazon. It's based out in the UK. This brand is super awesome. The powder is super pigmented, so I'm going to use that dark part that you guys saw, and I'm just going to set my entire face. So I like to bronze. I use the Covergirl Queen Collection bronzer, and this is an important part of highlighting and contouring because the bronzer kind of just warms everyone's faces back up, so you can't highlight and contour without a bronzer, I feel like. Now I'm going to use, in my Sleek Contour Kit, this highlighting powder just to kind of highlight my cheeks and my nose.